You ever really looked at that 2011 Yates picture up there? Really looked at the faces in that picture. When I look at those faces, the emotion I see is not joy. It's not pride. It's relief. It is relief. Because for 2 months, they weren't sure if they were good enough to be the best in the OUA. They did not know. They played with a sense of urgency, of fear, and a panic every time they took the field. And they got better, and they got better, and they got better. There are no do-overs after this one. What we've learned in this 8 weeks will be done, and then it's sink or swim, live or die.
There's a lot of hype on campus and through the media, like these guys got to get back to another Vanier, but to get to there, it's a pretty tough road through the OUA first, and we knew if we could get to the Yates, then we definitely have a shot at moving further.
We knew expectations were high. We came out ranked #1, so that was pretty cool, and you know, we knew we had to live up to that.
Going into the season, everyone's coming for us, targets on our back, so expectation is to get back to the game and win it.
We had guys that were, you know, really set on going out and having a new story unfold, and I think it played out like that.
Out onto the field now to a standing ovation, and there you see the Vanier Cup champions and the crowd that is on their feet saluting that effort that took place. The fireworks to mark the beginning of that title defense. Lindsay going to the air, everybody vacates the backfield, looking for the short one across the middle. It ends up being a long one, and it ends up being 6 points. Guelph with the long touchdown. Here on the 12-yard line, Quinlan looking along the goal line, touchdown. Brad Pochisato takes it in for 6, and the Marauders find themselves back on top. So the timing pass into the end zone to this. Jimmy Hill for 6. Long one deep, turning around, picked up, touchdown! Babick with a huge catch on the goal line, turns around and picks up 6.
I personally can't stand Guelph, and so all of that was just sort of feeding me, and I know it fed a whole bunch of guys on the team. Just the things they do and what they say, it's all just talk for those guys, and we knew if we can go out and just prove at week 1 that we're the defending champs, we're going to make a statement to this up-and-coming team right away that's how we're going to have to do it. We obviously went out and did that.
Downfield, and all the way downfield. Touchdown, Robert Babick.
It was fun to watch them tee off and kind of pin their ears back and go after Jazz there. And he's an athletic quarterback; he can scramble around, and he just wasn't getting any room on our D.
Some people had said, you know, we don't deserve that #1 ranking, and then with this cocky team coming here to MAC and playing us, it was very nice to sort of show everybody that we are the real deal.
Setting the tone and saying we are here and we are still as good as we left off the year before. And their touchdown, as we said, was a mistake on our part, so the score isn't even as bad as it could have been.
Now you've got the 2 3-0 teams in the OUA meeting up, and only one of them will get another victory today.
Out of the shotgun, by himself, Quinlan looks over top, downfield, Babick, touchdown! McPhee, pressure, and brought down. Shane McPhee, smothered by the MAC defense. 45 yards away, they're going to try and knock this one through, or rather, Cravina is going to try and knock this one through. Quick snap, the boot to it. It's good! Wow, Quinlan rolling right. Looks downfield, he's got O'Connor! Touchdown!
Didn't matter that we were 4-0 and that we put up a lot of points and prevented a lot of points. we still needed to get better and keep rolling through the season.
We're making the homecoming tour here at University Rush, and we're here in London, and a packed student section here full of purple.
Any game against Western is always just sort of a little emphasis on the calendar there.
It's always a little extra something when you're playing Western.
Marshall looking out to his right, and he's in trouble. There's no escaping this time. He was absolutely swarmed by the MAC defense, and you're going to hear this name a lot. Aram Ishu. Hot now, Futasado. What a catch! He was covered like a glove, and he got it anyway. Taken down at the 12. Seventh play off the drive from McMaster. Flag down. Quinlan going to the end zone again. It is caught. Touchdown, Mac. Tyler Loveday has a touchdown catch, and Mac is up in front. No one else being open. He needs someone else to catch the ball. This time he's down again. Nick Shorto got it this time. He didn't play last week. They were really excited to have him back. Quinlan with a deception, kept the ball in his hands. He's got another one. Look at Quinlan. He might be gone. Foot race. Out past the 10.
Just in that environment, it's always exciting when you rip off a big run or you rip off a big pass, and kind of silence that crowd.
That might be the longest run by a quarterback you may see all year. 67 yards by Quinlan.
We kind of took over their homecoming, and so that was pretty exciting to play in front of too.
First down to the 11 after all that. He might run again. Nope, he's going to throw it. Nice catch. He reached high. Mac lead is now 18 points, and full credit to the pass rush of the Marauders, because Donnie Marshall's had nowhere to go. He's been running scared.
I think that's a point where we really sort of realize, we are pretty good, and we do need to get better, but this is what we plan to do at the start of the year. Beat the Queens, beat the Western teams. This is what we needed to do, and it was a good feeling.
Live back at Ron Joyce Stadium, the Marauders look to stay unbeaten with the Laurier Golden Hawks in town. 2nd and 14 for Quinlan. He's thinking about throwing. In trouble. Now got through the seam. Quinlan! Touchdown, McMaster! 2nd and 2. Might be a very long 2 knowing Laurier and how they've done. And yeah, that's even a loss. Mac was ready for him. 2nd and 7. Intercepted! Joey Capito! And he's got open field in front of him, getting all the way! Lost it right at the goal line. He was so close. End zone. Brooks again. Touchdown, McMaster! That's it. The OUA regular season is done. Mac finishes 8-0.
When we beat Laurier to end off the year, going into playoffs, that's exactly how you want to end. I feel like that was more of a complete effort. We knew we had to put 4 quarters together, and I think we did.
The way the quarterfinals shook out, we kind of figured we were going to see Western, so we're all prepping for that. A team like Western you expect to see in the OUA finals, and to have to beat them twice in a season, especially for a semifinal, it's a big task. But it definitely helped having the game here at Ron Joyce and having the fans behind us, everybody cheering us on. We knew we could come out and have a big game.
Fitch straight back, looking left, throwing left, and it is picked off. Joey Capito. He will cut to the wide side of the field and go down to the 20-yard line. And it's a 1st and goal to go with Tanner Forsythe taking it into the end zone for a MAC touchdown. This time San Vito and the Western Mustangs have the lead.
Western's a team that can beat you any day. So it's kind of like, let's go. Let's get moving.
Well, I think we just knew it was a battle. Western goes up 17-7 in the second, and we know that we have to respond, and we have to respond quick because in the playoffs there's no tomorrow.
The undefeated and #1 ranked McMaster Marauders find themselves trailing.
We sort of looked around at each other and said, we have to do this. We have to play the way we can play.
Let's start playing MAC football. And we did.
Another handoff, another big hole. Tanner Forsythe inside the 15-yard line. throw on first down. And it is intercepted. Mike Daly.
We can quickly turn the tables, and I think that's what we ended up being able to do with Western is, kind of hold them off and not get too down when they were up on us, and then, just trust the system and put some points up.
It is up, it is good, and we are now tied at the half.
It's always nice to go into halftime not being down, and I think a very common coaching thing is to say, score 0-0. So if it's 17-17, it's the same thing. We need to win the second half to win the game and continue on.
Play action on first down. Finch gets rid of it. Isho's got the best shot. And a rookie mistake turns it over.
We're backed up on our own end zone, and I like to take shots, and I think our coaching staff likes to take shots when we're backed up, and you get some big plays that happen with that situation.
Quinlan all day. DeCroce's got a step on the run. He went 102 last year against Western. He just went 103.
It was something that's been done before. I knew it was going to happen right away. We called, I think the play was 60 drag, and Mike's got a backside post. He's all alone on that, and I knew backed up that far, Kyle's not going to just go for a short underneath ball. It's a home run shot every single time. He's going to make that play.
7-point game, just over 5 minutes left. 2nd and 10. Quinlan wide open. DeCroce touchdown. His second of the football game. His first back from injury.
That guy is amazing. It's just great to watch. He's actually, fun fact, my mother's favorite player. It's almost it's like me and then DeCroce, but she's always leaning that way. So I know she was losing it at that point, losing it.
Spencer Moore reaching the end zone, reaching the end zone. Here in Hamilton, the defending Vanier Cup champions, looking to continue their quest to repeat, lead by 21 here in the fourth quarter. Brian Marshall down the sidelines, it is intercepted. Joey Capito, who else? The McMaster Marauders have tied a CIS record and are headed to the 105th Yates Cup.
To beat Western, to knock Western off in the semis was huge for us. And we weren't thinking Vanier, we were thinking Yates Cup first, and then take the next step from there.
The Yates Cup at home is something special, and being here 5 years, it's the only year I've had it, and some guys in their career don't get to experience that at all.
Clearly Guelph isn't the team that we beat 50-9 at the start of the season. Clearly they're a much better team now, and we have our work cut out for us.
You'd catch the highlights every week, and they were just pulling off these unbelievable wins.
We knew we had to come out and basically give everything, play our best game to make sure that we had the Yates Cup at the end of this game on our home field and not Guelph.
What makes this group special, what turns them from 47 individuals into the best football team I've ever had the privilege of being around, is those sacrifices, those little things. It don't matter who's over there. It doesn't. Outwork them every single play till 0-0-0. 47 brothers. Are we ready to go? Yes, let's get it. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pocket collapsing around Quinlan, but he had some time to get a throw off. Hauled in by Robert Babbitt down at the 1. Quinlan can run this in himself if he wants to, or throw. He's got open targets, and he got one. Touchdown, Babbitt. Lindsay in the gun. They lost 2 as well on that one after the fumble. High pitch. Intercepted. Scott Martin off the tip. Out of bounds. Both teams are Bullhawks. First mistake goes to Guelph. Quinlan looking to throw this dive. Off the middle. Touchdown! Lindsay in shotgun formation receivers. He had 3 to his right. Now that throw intercepted. Uh-oh, it's Joey Capito.
his 8th playoff game, and that's his 11th pick.
Now Lindsay has trouble. He's got Daguilar in his area. 1 plus 1 equals, 52's coming. Quinlan. Touchdown, Mac! Is it almost must score now? Oh, Ferguson went down. Shane beaten, Lena beaten. McMaster has won 20 straight, a new CIS record, and for the 2nd year in a row, they have won the Yates Cup.
And to see us just shut them down like that in front of the home crowd, like that is what really stands out in that game.
For me personally, it's something that's really cool. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life, especially doing it on home field in my last year with all my friends that I came in with. It was really special.
When the guys my age came in, we were 4-4, and we'd always said, you know, we're gonna win a Yates Cup before we leave. To have it here in front of our fans, it was pretty special.
5 years ago, we came in to open the stadium, so we were the first class with the stadium, and so it's pretty exciting to graduate and to be the first class to raise that Yates Cup. It kind of, you know, you can see the start and finish of the program, and definitely good things to come.
45 guys, hit that plaque, promise to become the one team that you always become, with a grin on their face, nerves flushed at the door, because all they're gonna do is make plays from start to finish. Let's go get them!
They were sort of the big team from out west, and you know, they rolled over teams out there, and we were sort of the high-powered, smaller, faster team. So it was going to be a good matchup.
Not having played these guys before, like, okay, this could be a game where it's going to test us, like, physically, mentally, all that.
It got up inside his face. It's Quinlan.
Kyle Quinlan with the touchdown for McMaster. This is, bear in mind, the highest scoring offense in the CIS. Taking the handoff, and Aguilar has taken down Eric Daleski for a big loss inside the 35. Light for a defensive lineman, extremely quick and strong. He weighs about 225 right now. Short hill has Daleski, who is sacked on back-to-back plays, and Calgary has been going backwards on this drive. Rapina inside his 50. Eli Buka to receive for Calgary, a fake. They run the fake to Ben O'Connor, and it's a first down for Mac. Quinlan trying to keep it again and gets another touchdown for McMaster. Quinlan with his 2nd of the game. Quinlan on first down. Looking deep again for Chisano. Touchdown Mac.
To know that it's your last game, no matter what, adds that little bit before the game, and to win in such a dominating performance like we did in a national semifinal for our last home game, it's definitely something a lot of us will never forget.
Quarter and 3rd is the number of touchdowns for Kyle Quinlan in this game.
When we went out and just dominated Calgary, it opened a lot of eyes, I think, for some teams. Okay, this is setting up something pretty special here in the Vanier.
Mac is going back. A repeat, Laval and McMaster for the national championship next week in Toronto.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rod. It is a record-breaking crowd here at Rogers Centre. They sold over 35,000 tickets. That shatters the record, the previous record in 1989 when the Vanier Cup was here, when Western knocked off against the Huskies. Now, you basically have to consider the crowd 96% pro McMaster. Guys?
It was sort of destined to be, I guess. We all knew this was, if we were going to make it back to the Vanier Cup, Laval's going to be right back in there. They're not going to go down lightly.
To play in front of that many Mac fans, no one's really experienced that. So that locker room was pretty, you know, there was a lot of tension. There was a lot of electricity flowing through there. We were ready to get out there and perform.
It's about Laval and McMaster. Your heart knows it is not! 40,000 fans, shiny trophies, does that change anything? In your heart, it does not! Body's gonna get tired. Your brain's gonna talk to you and say, this play is away from me, and I can take it off and I'll rest for the next one. And your heart will scream, I cannot! Because the Brotherhood of Mac men know that everybody beside me is giving everything they got on every single play until 0-0-0. That's why this group is so special. We love you. Let's go get them!
Slap pass. And again, the Marauders defense comes to the fore and behind the play, a couple of players into it. Second down and 7. Quinlan hangs in, out passer, and diving for it, but unable to make the catch.
Laval had our number. They were all over us. They were shutting down. They were making the plays that needed to play, and we weren't making the plays that needed to happen.
Grinnell now will send out 6. Quick hitter. Matthew Marshall. He's going to score. It's a touchdown.
That same sort of mindset that we'd had a couple times throughout the year, where we're down a little bit and we just sort of look around at each other and say, we can do this. We need to do it now. You know, trust each other and go do it. Any first half of the game is entirely different from the second half of the game, especially against a team like Laval. So we knew that the whole team had to play better to go into the second half.
Second down and 2. Lieutenant will take it. Lieutenant will score. Touchdown, Laval. Where the Rouge would have scrimmaged. They get it down to number 1. Lieutenant has the corner. It's a foot race now. Maxime Lieutenant down the sidelines. He cuts it back. Lieutenant, will he score? Yes, he will. What a run! Touchdown.
They just outplayed us in that second half, and you know, really pulled away.
Scored 16 unanswered points here in this third quarter. Kick is up and it will curl in, making 19 points in the third.
It's shocking to see a team kind of taking advantage of all the things that we didn't want them to do.
Basically domination by Laval at that point. It's not a fun feeling to be on the other side of a game like that.
Redemption could not be sweeter. The Rouge or even the score. They have won an unprecedented 7th Vanier Cup.
I don't look back on it as one season, actually. I look back on it as kind of a collection of seasons and something. You know, we were part of something pretty special here.
I mean, it's tough to lose a national championship as your last year, but at the same time, looking over the past couple of years here at MAC, to play in 2 and to win 1, it's pretty special. And as frustrating as it was to lose that second one, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Everyone at this university could just sort of get behind what we were doing, no matter what faculty you're in or what program or anything. So I think that's sort of our, if anything, that's our best legacy with the Vanier Cup, that we just sort of unified a university almost. That's what it sort of feels like.
We should all be pretty proud of what we've accomplished here, and we've all dedicated so much time to get the program to this level, and I don't think the program's going anywhere from here but up. So it's an exciting time.
I don't want our program to take any steps back. I don't want to go back to just being a team that can't make it out of the OUA. So I hope that we gave our program that push to always be there.